everyone, it's Destiny here with Houston on TV, and this is Get to Know Your Host 50 Questions. What was the last picture you took with your phone? I don't know. Have you ever been pulled over by a cop? Yes, I actually have been pulled over by a cop, mostly because my registration was always out. One time for speeding, trying to get to school, coming all the way from Tomball when school was like an hour away. Third was because my old car was really banged up. I was a young girl out at night. He thought I had drugs in my car, and I don't do drugs. But I mean, obviously. What have you always wanted, and did you ever get it? I have always wanted a pair of Jeffrey Campbell's shoes when I was young, and I saved up for them when I was like 18, and I bought them. What was the last lie you told? The last lie I told was, I don't know, I don't really lie. To my dad. Have you ever danced in the rain? No. Do you trust anyone with your life? I trust my mom with my life. And that's about it. Oh, and my dad. Yeah. What is your perfect pizza? If you know me, you know I love pizza. My perfect pizza would be from Pepperoni's Pizza in Richmond. It has cheese, pepperonis, and fresh basil. What was your greatest strength and weakness? I guess my greatest strength is, I don't know what my greatest strength is. And what is my weakness? Probably not communicating things to people when I should. I don't know, I get really scared. What was your first thought when you woke up this morning? My first thought was, yay, I get to go to work. I love my job. Best compliment you have received. The best compliment I have received was, I don't know, I've been sent some pretty nice messages, sweet messages from people. I don't know, I don't know. Would you be willing to eat a bowl of crickets for $40,000? I would not eat crickets for $40,000. That's nasty. And honestly, quite frankly, I don't really care all that much about money. So, I mean, I like to have it, but it's not like something that I really care about. If you could wake up tomorrow in the body of someone else, who would you pick and why? I would wake up in the body of myself at 5 years old because I want to be a kid again. Woohoo, no responsibilities. If you could be any age for a week, what age would that be and why? Well, that kind of goes back to my previous question. I would be 5 years old and just be a 5-year-old all over again. What questions do you hate to answer? I just hate to answer questions. If you could only have one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Probably pizza or peanut butter sandwiches. What strange thing have you eaten? People think it's weird that I like to eat cottage cheese out of the tub even though it's like a topping for a salad. That's really the only weird thing that I can think people make fun of me for, so whatever. What is your favorite word and least favorite word? Yes. Y-A-S, because I say it all the time. And my least favorite word would be the P word, because it's gross. Who is your hero and why? I am actually my hero. I saved myself from depression, and quite frankly, I'm really the only person that can save myself from anything, so I am my hero. If you could spend a day with a celebrity, who would it be and why? Well, probably one of the guys from A Day to Remember, and that's because those guys have always inspired me since I was young, so I love them. Sorry, I keep looking at the viewfinder. What is your favorite thing to spend money on? I like to spend money on food and Starbucks coffee. What is your favorite breakfast food? Starbucks coffee. If you could retire tomorrow, what would you do? I would probably move to LA and live my life and probably do some more hair because I really don't plan on retiring. What famous person do people tell you that you most resemble? Avril Lavigne. When I was younger, people told me that, and I don't know. I mean, I could see the blonde hair for sure, but if you could bring any person back to life, who would it be and why? I would bring Chester Bennington back to life. Who would you most like to be stuck in an elevator with? Oh my god, I don't know. Probably my mom. Somebody that I'm familiar with. I definitely don't want to be stranded in an elevator with a random man, because that's just scary. Which cartoon character do you resemble the most? Her name is Bubbles, and she's from the Powerpuff Girls. Which of the 4 seasons do you most love or hate? I personally love fall because it's not too cold and it's not too hot, and it just feels good outside all the time. List someone you know and describe them in 5 words. Myself. Honest, driven, ambitious, committed, and loyal. Are you wearing socks right now? Yes. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can't bend my leg that far. Your dream vacation? I want to really go to the Bahamas, and I think that would be really cool. It's beautiful water over there, and I want to swim with the pigs because, hello, oink oink. Worst vacation? Stuck in the middle of a deserted area. Best vacation? So far that I've been on was to Los Angeles 2 times last year, and I plan on going back this year. I really want to go to Colorado. What is the weirdest thing about you? I am really weird. Like, I say really weird things and people don't understand, and when I feel like people aren't understanding, I keep talking more and more and more, and it just gets significantly worse. I just end up embarrassing myself. I've never been in love with 2 people at the same time. Do you think that's wrong? No, I have never been in love with 2 people at the same time. I'm not even really sure if I've ever been in love. I think if I were to have been in love, I think I would have known. Do I think it's wrong? I don't know, because it's never happened to me. I've never had that issue, so to each his own. What was your favorite food as a child? Let me think about this for a second. My favorite food as a child was probably peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I ate a lot of Lunchables, but probably my favorite thing like to eat at school was the burritos. What is one of your favorite quotes? Nothing lasts forever. That's one of my favorites. What's your favorite indoor/outdoor activity? Well, I'm not much of an outdoor girl, but I want my favorite activity to be hiking, but I've never been hiking because, you know, in Houston we don't have mountains or cliffs or whatever you hike on. We don't have that. Indoor activity is probably laying down. What chore do you absolutely hate doing? It's called responsibilities, and I have to do them regardless if I get paid or not, and I don't. So, what is your favorite time of the day? Probably morning time. I like the morning time. Favorite day of the week? My days off. Favorite month of the year? My favorite month of the year would be October because I love Halloween, and Halloween is my favorite holiday. What sound do you love? The sound of a pizza in the oven. If you could learn to do anything, what would it be? I would learn everything that I can in the business, music, and hair industry. If you won the lottery, what is the first thing you would do? Well, the first thing I would do is buy a new house, buy a new car, buy my mom a new car, buy my mom a house, buy my dad a car, buy my dad a house, might give my brother some money, I don't know. No, I would definitely just take care of my family and put money back for my parents, my kids, my future kids. Sorry, I don't have any kids right now. But yeah, I would invest into my family. And I would also donate to many charities. If you could learn to do anything, what would it be? How to be less bossy. Because, you know, I've been told many times that I'm a really bossy girl. I don't mean to be. I think it just happens. Yeah, so I can learn how to approach people and how to not be bossy. So yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up? I already am what I want to be when I'm grown up, which I am grown up. I'm a cosmetologist, hairstylist, and that's my dream job, so I'm living the dream. What was one of the best parties you have been to? And I've gone to a couple of different after parties and hung out with friends, and I have gone to some like after parties, but I'm not like much of a party person, so I don't know, I don't really favor parties. I just go and chill and hang out. I don't really think about how fun they are. What is the hardest thing you've ever done? The hardest thing I've ever had to do was be stuck inside my own head. And I think that's probably, well, I didn't have to do it. I think getting out of that was really tough, but I did it. What do you miss about being a kid? I miss not having to pay bills or like worry about everything, because I worry a lot about everything. The best part of waking up is Starbucks coffee. What is your favorite dessert? My favorite dessert would be birthday cake pop from Starbucks. What are some things that make you happy? People that help each other, animals that get saved and adopted, children that get saved and adopted. Really, just the things that make me happy are loyal, genuine, seeing loyal, genuine people coming together and just treating each other nicely, because the world needs some kindness. What were you like in high school? In high school, I was that emo girl that had like my natural, well, this isn't my natural, but I had strawberry blonde hair with a pink stripe in the front and lots of like shaggy layers. In high school, I was a girl who was obsessed with bands, and specifically a German rock band. I ran fan clubs for bands online, and I ran fan pages for bands online, and also ran a fan club that was active here in Houston when I was 14. So my high school years were pretty much the same as I am now. I mean, in my high school years, I was just all about music all the time. So I don't know, nothing's changed, has it? What do I like the best about myself? I think what I like the best about myself is I'm a very loyal person, and I'm a very dedicated and committed person when it comes to my jobs, friendships, and relationships. And I don't allow negativity to come into my life, and I don't allow things to affect me like I used to. I feel like I'm a stronger person now than I've ever been, and I think that's one of the main things I like about myself, is that I'm a strong person, and I'm a strong, independent woman. And what do you like least about yourself? I have insecurities, we all do. What I like least about myself would be, I guess this kind of contradicts what I like best about myself. Sometimes I'm not communicative to people enough. Like, I don't say how I feel, and I wish that I would, emotion-wise, I don't speak how I'm feeling about someone in the moment when I should, and then when I decide to, it's just me like saying it and then cutting them off. That's so healthy. Would you rather be hated or forgotten? Oh, that's hard. I don't want to be hated or forgotten. I just want to be loved. But it's okay, because I know some people hate me anyway. That doesn't really matter to me. Wait, but I just said that it did. I said I didn't want to be hated. That's not true. I don't care. And that about wraps up all of the 50 questions from Get to Know Your Host. Yeah, if there's anything else that you want to know that I didn't talk about, let me know in the comments below, and I'll chit chat with you and answer some more questions. We got Becky in the back making some noise. Sorry about that. But yeah, thanks you guys for watching this video. I am super happy to have done this. I thought it was a really cool idea, because like, I interview everybody else, but nobody ever interviews me. And not that I want to be interviewed, but I mean, it's just, I guess it's cool to let you guys know a little bit about me. So comment below and tell me about yourself. Yeah, so if there's anything that we have in common, you can tell me that too. And thanks again for watching this video. Thanks again for watching this video. Do you guys like my buns? They're a little uneven. So thanks again for watching, guys. I hope to talk to you guys embarrassing.